Hey, wait, before you go anywhere today, just stop for 1 second.
Yes, please stop.
Have you ever walked into an airport, a hotel, or a taxi, and your mouth just stopped working?
Like your brain said, nope, I'm done, goodbye.
Yes, exactly like that. You know the words, you studied them, but the moment a real person speaks to you in English, poof, everything is gone.
That happened to me. I am not joking. It really happened. And today, James and I are going to talk about the biggest travel English mistakes that beginners make.
And more importantly, we are going to give you real, easy practice methods so that next time you are ready.
Let's go.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mr. English Podcast, the show that helps you speak English with confidence, one real conversation at a time.
I am Emma, and this is my co-host, James. We are so happy you are here with us today.
If this is your very first time listening, welcome to the family. And if you're a returning listener, oh my goodness, thank you. You keep coming back, and that means the world to us.
Now, before we jump in, please, 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 if you are getting something helpful from this podcast, do one small thing for us.
Hit that subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps us so much.
And share this episode with one friend, just one, who is also learning English. Share Mr. English Podcast with them. You might change someone's life today. You never know.
Okay, now let's talk about something that so many beginners struggle with, travel English.
Yes, because traveling in English is not just about knowing words. It is about knowing how to use them, when to use them, and what not to say.
We have real stories, we have real mistakes, and we have real practice tips.
Let's do this.
Okay, Emma, let me start with something that I actually saw happen. Not to me, well, maybe to me a little bit.
Oh no, here we go.
So I was at the airport, a big, busy airport, and I saw this young man. He was clearly traveling for the first time in an English-speaking country. He walked up to the information desk, he looked nervous, and the woman at the desk said, very nicely, "Hi, can I help you?"
Okay, simple question.
Very simple. But the young man, he looked at her, he looked down, he looked up again, and then he said, and I want you to listen carefully, he said, "I want to go the gate."
I want to go the gate. What is wrong with that?
Can you hear it? He said go the gate, but in English we say go to the gate. You need that little word, to.
Oh, that is such a small word, but it changes everything.
Right? And the woman at the desk, she was kind, she understood him, but in other situations, that small missing word can confuse people.
So the mistake here is forgetting small connecting words like to, at, in, on, for.
Exactly. We call these words prepositions. Big word, but simple idea. They connect things.
Let me give some examples so our listeners can really hear the difference.
Please.
Wrong, I want to go gate. Right, I want to go to the gate. Wrong, I am waiting plane. Right, I am waiting for the plane. Wrong, my bag is overhead compartment. Right, my bag is in the overhead compartment.
See, small words, big difference.
And here's the thing. When you forget these small words, native speakers can usually understand you, but you sound less confident. And confidence is everything when you travel.
Now, here is mistake number 2 that I saw at that same airport.
There were 2 mistakes?
There were many, but let's talk about this one. The same young man, he needed help finding his gate, and he asked someone, "Excuse me, where is gate?"
Where is gate? What is wrong?
In English, most things need a small word before them, a or the. These are called articles. He should say, "Where is the gate?" Or if he does not know which gate, "Where is a gate?"
Oh, that is another very small word that makes a big difference.
Yes, in many languages, you don't need these words, so beginners forget them in English.
Let me do more examples. Wrong, I need ticket. Right, I need a ticket. Wrong, can you help me find bathroom? Right, can you help me find the bathroom? Wrong, I am looking for hotel. Right, I am looking for a hotel.
The. These two tiny words, learn them, love them, use them.
Now, let's talk about how to practice this, because knowing the mistake is step 1, fixing it is step 2.
Practice method number 1. We call this the small word hunt.
Every day, pick one English sentence you want to use when you travel. Write it down. Then look at it carefully. Is there a to, at, in, on, for, a, or the missing?
For example, you want to say, I want go airport. Look at it. Where is the small word missing? You need to. I want to go to the airport.
Do this for 5 sentences every day, just 5, and in 2 weeks, your brain will start doing it automatically.
It really works. Small habit, big result.
Okay, James, my turn. I have a story, and this one, I was the person who made the mistake.
Oh, this just got very interesting.
So I was checking into a hotel. It was my first time traveling to an English-speaking city. I was so excited. I walked up to the front desk, and the man said, "Do you have a reservation?"
Okay, normal question.
And I said very proudly, "Yes, I have a booking on my name."
On my name.
Yes, on my name, because in my first language, we say something like on my name, but in English, you say under my name.
Oh, that is such a great example because the logic feels right. Your name is on something, right? Like written on a piece of paper?
Exactly, but English uses under here. The reservation is under my name.
So, this is mistake number 3. Using the wrong preposition because you translate directly from your language.
Yes, word-for-word translation is the enemy of good English.
Let me give more examples of this. Wrong, I want a room with sea view. Actually, this can be okay, but more natural, I want a room with a view of the sea, or simply a sea view room. Wrong, can you give me the key of my room? Right, can you give me the key to my room? Wrong, I need extra pillow. Right, I need an extra pillow. Again, missing article.
See, the articles and the prepositions, they come together.
Now, Emma, you said the man at the hotel asked you, do you have a reservation? What did you say after the on my name part?
Oh, it gets worse. He then asked me, "What time will you be checking out?" And I looked at him and I said, "Tomorrow morning, I will leave the hotel at 11.
What is wrong with that?
Nothing is horribly wrong, but it is not how a native speaker says it. A native speaker says, "I'll be checking out at 11 tomorrow morning," or simply, "Checkout will be at 11.
So the mistake is not knowing the specific travel vocabulary. The word check out is very important in hotel English.
Yes, there is special vocabulary for hotels, for airports, for restaurants. Let me share some must-know hotel words and phrases.
Go for it.
Okay, listen carefully. Check in. This means you arrive at the hotel and they give you your room. I would like to check in, please. Check out. This means you are leaving the hotel and returning the key. What time is check out? Reservation. This is your booking. I have a reservation under Emma Martinez. Amenities. These are the extra things the hotel offers, like a pool, gym, or breakfast. What amenities do you have? Room service. This is food delivered to your room. Can I order room service? Wake-up call. When the hotel calls your room in the morning to wake you up. Can I have a wake-up call at 7 a.m.?
These words sound fancy, but they are used all the time. If you know these 6 things, you can handle most hotel situations.
And here is practice method number 2. We call it the role-play mirror method.
I love this one.
Stand in front of your mirror. You are the hotel guest. You are also the hotel worker. Speak both parts out loud. You say, "Hello, I have a reservation under my name." Then you pretend to be the worker. Of course. What is your last name? Then back to you. My last name is Garcia.
Doing it out loud and doing both sides helps your brain practice real conversation, not just listening.
Do this for 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes in front of your mirror. Your family might think you are a little crazy.
A little crazy is good. A little crazy means you're learning. Okay, let's move to another very important travel situation, restaurants.
Oh, yes. So much can go wrong at a restaurant when you do not have the right words.
I have another real story. I was at a restaurant in the USA. The waiter came to take my order. Very friendly guy. He said, "Are you ready to order?"
Simple question.
And I said, "I want the pasta." Now, this is not wrong, but it sounds a little demanding, a little rude maybe.
Really? Just, I want the pasta?
In English, especially in American culture, people add polite words even in simple situations. Instead of "I want," it's much nicer to say, "I'll have the pasta, please," or "Can I get the pasta?" or "I'd like the pasta, please."
Oh, yes. I'll have is very common in American restaurants.
"I want" is not wrong, but "I'll have" or "I'd like," these sound much nicer and more polite.
And this is mistake number 4, forgetting polite phrases. In English, especially American English, people are very polite, even with strangers.
Let's look at some other restaurant mistakes.
Wrong. Bring me water. Right. Could I get some water, please? Or can I have some water? Wrong. The food is wrong. Right. Excuse me, I think there might be a mistake with my order. Wrong. How much cost this? Right. How much does this cost? Or what's the price of this?
Oh, how much cost this? I hear this a lot. The word order is wrong. In English questions, we need "How much does this cost?"
Yes, the question word order in English is tricky for many beginners.
Let's look at question word order for a moment because this affects restaurants, shopping, and everywhere you travel.
In English, questions usually go like this: question word plus helping verb plus subject plus main verb. Where is the bathroom? Where is the bathroom? What time does the restaurant open? What time does the restaurant open? How much does this cost? How much does this cost?
That "does" or "is" in the middle beginners often forget. Wrong, where bathroom. Right, where is the bathroom. Wrong, what time restaurant open. Right, what time does the restaurant open.
Small word, huge difference.
Now, here's mistake number 5, and this one is so common at restaurants and shops.
What is it?
The waiter asks, "How would you like your steak cooked?" And the beginner says, "Good."
Good?
Good is not an answer for this. In American restaurants, when you order meat, they ask you how you want it cooked, and you need to know these words. Rare, the meat is still very pink and soft inside. Medium rare, a little pink inside. Medium, a little pink, more cooked. Medium well, mostly cooked, just a little pink. Well done, fully cooked, no pink.
These are words that no textbook tells you, but every restaurant will ask you.
So, if you do not know, it is perfectly okay to say, "Can you explain the options, please?" Asking for help is not a mistake. It is smart communication.
And this brings us to practice method number 3, the menu study game.
Tell them.
Before you travel to an English-speaking place, or even just for fun, go online and find a real American restaurant menu. Many restaurants have their menus on their websites. Read it. Read it out loud. Try to order food out loud as if you are really at the restaurant. "Hello, I'd like to start with the soup, please. And for my main course, I'll have the grilled chicken, medium well."
Practice the full sentence, not just the food word, the whole sentence.
And practice asking questions too. Is this dish spicy? Does this come with a side? Can I substitute the fries for a salad?
These real-life phrases, you will use them. They will save you.
Okay, one more area that is so important for travelers: getting around. Taxis, buses, trains, Ubers.
Yes, because getting lost when you do not speak English well, that is a very stressful experience.
I have one more personal story here. When I first arrived in a new English-speaking city, I got into a taxi, and I said to the driver, I said very confidently, "Take me to the downtown."
What is wrong?
Can you hear it? Take me to the downtown. In American English, we say downtown without the. It's just, take me downtown. Or can you take me to downtown Chicago, using the city name, not just the downtown.
Oh, that's interesting. Because in many other languages, the word for downtown needs an article, but in English, it does not.
Little differences like this, they matter.
So this is mistake number 6, adding articles, the, a, where English does not use them. And we also saw the opposite, forgetting articles where English does use them. Articles are tricky.
Let me give more examples of this. Wrong, I want to go to the downtown. Right, I want to go downtown, or I want to go to downtown Seattle. Wrong, take me to the hospital on Main the Street. Right, take me to the hospital on Main Street. Street names don't use the. Wrong, I need to go to the JFK airport. Right, I need to go to JFK. Or, take me to JFK airport. Airport names usually don't need the.
These rules feel strange at first, but the more you hear real English, the more natural they become.
And this brings us to a very important point. Listening is as important as speaking.
Yes, mistake number 7. And this is not about grammar, it is about a habit.
Tell them, James.
Mistake number 7 is only studying textbooks and not listening to real spoken English.
Yes, so many beginners read English well. They know grammar rules, but then a real person speaks and they cannot understand.
Because real spoken English is fast. People cut words, they connect words, they use short forms. Did you eat sounds like did you eat? I want to go sounds like I want to go. What are you doing sounds like what you doing.
Oh, wow. Yes, this is so true. And nobody tells beginners this.
So you hear did you eat and your brain is searching for did you eat, and by the time you find it, the conversation has moved on.
This is why listening practice with real English, podcasts, TV shows, conversations is so important.
And here's is practice method number 4. We call it shadow speaking.
This is one of the best methods for travel English.
Here's how it works. Find a short audio clip, maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. It can be from a podcast, a TV show, a YouTube video. Listen to it once, then play it again and speak along with it at the same time.
You're copying the speed, the sounds, the music of the voice. This is called shadowing.
It feels strange at first, very strange, but it trains your mouth and your ears at the same time.
Do this for 10 minutes every day, just 10 minutes. And after 30 days, you will be amazed at how much your listening and speaking have improved.
Now, let's also talk about some very important transportation phrases that every beginner should know.
Yes, let me share some. In a taxi or Uber, can you take me to place, please? How much will it cost to get there? Can you turn on the air conditioning, please? Can you pull over here? This means stop here. Keep the change. This means I don't need the extra money back.
In a bus or train, does this bus go to place? How many stops until place? Where do I get off for place? Is this seat taken? This means is someone sitting here? Excuse me, I need to get off here. Say this when you need to pass people.
When you're lost, excuse me, can you help me? I'm a little lost. How do I get to place from here? Is it far from here? Can I walk? Which direction is place?
And the most important phrase of all when you do not understand.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that more slowly, please?
This phrase. Learn it, love it, use it without shame. Asking someone to speak slowly is not embarrassing. It is smart.
Native speakers will always appreciate it when you ask politely. They would much rather repeat than have you understand nothing and get lost.
Exactly.
Okay, James. Now let's talk about something that's not grammar, not vocabulary, but might be the biggest travel English problem: fear.
Fear.
Yes, fear. Mistake number 8, being too afraid to speak.
This one is so real. So many people know more English than they think, but they're scared. Scared of making a mistake, scared of not being understood, scared of people laughing.
And so they stay quiet. They use Google Translate for everything. They point at menus instead of ordering with words.
And there is nothing wrong with using technology to help, but if you're always hiding behind your phone, you never build confidence.
I want to tell our listeners something very important, something I wish someone had told me when I was a beginner.
Go ahead.
Nobody is laughing at you for trying. When a foreigner tries to speak English, even imperfectly, most people feel respect. They feel warmth. They want to help.
That is so true. I have seen it so many times. When someone tries, really tries, people respond with kindness.
Making mistakes is proof that you are trying, and trying is everything.
And here is the thing. Even native English speakers make grammar mistakes. They mix up words. They say the wrong things sometimes. Language is messy for everyone.
So please, speak. Make the mistake. Learn from it. Speak again.
Now, here is practice method number 5, and this one is so simple but so powerful. We call it the 1 sentence per day method.
Every single day, just 1 sentence. Choose 1 English sentence that you might need when you travel. Practice saying it out loud 10 times.
Not 10 different sentences, 1 sentence 10 times.
Because when you say something 10 times, your mouth learns how to make those sounds without thinking. It becomes muscle memory.
Today's sentence might be, "Excuse me, where is the nearest subway station?" Tomorrow, "Could I get the check, please?" Next day, "I have a reservation under my name."
1 sentence, 10 times. Every day. Do this for 60 days, and you will have 60 ready sentences. That is more than enough for most travel situations.
And here is practice method number 6, the compliment practice.
Oh, I love this one.
When you travel, or even in your daily life, practice giving compliments in English. Because compliments open doors. They create friendly conversations, and they're easy to practice.
Examples. I love your city. It's so beautiful. This food is amazing. What is it called? You're very helpful. Thank you so much.
These small sentences make people smile. They make people want to help you. And they give you practice speaking English in a low-pressure way.
Because when you say something kind, people respond kindly. And a kind, slow, friendly response is the best practice conversation a beginner can have.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's do a quick review before we wrap up, because we covered so much today.
Let's go. The 8 travel English mistakes.
Mistake number 1, forgetting small connecting words: to, at, in, on, for.
Mistake number 2, forgetting articles, a and the.
Mistake number 3, translating word for word from your language instead of learning natural English phrases.
Mistake number 4, forgetting polite phrases like "I'd like" and "could I," sounding too direct or demanding by accident.
Mistake number 5, not knowing travel-specific vocabulary: check in, check out, reservation, well done, rare, and so on.
Mistake number 6, adding articles where English does not use them or removing them where English does use them.
Mistake number 7, only studying textbooks and not listening to real, natural spoken English.
Mistake number 8, being too afraid to speak, letting fear stop you.
And now, the 6 practice methods.
Method 1, the small word hunt. Write 5 sentences, find the missing small words. Do this every day.
Method 2, the role-play mirror method. Practice conversations with yourself in the mirror, playing both roles.
Method 3, the menu study game. Find a real restaurant menu online, read it, order from it out loud.
Method 4, shadow speaking. Find a 30-second audio clip. Listen, then speak along with it at the same time.
Method 5, one sentence per day. Choose one travel sentence, say it 10 times out loud every single day.
Method 6, the compliment practice. Give compliments in English. Start small, friendly conversations.
These small methods, if you do even 3 of them regularly, your English will grow fast.
We promise.
Okay, my friends, we are coming to the end of today's episode, but before we go, I want to say something.
Please say it.
Learning English, especially for travel, is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about opening your mouth when your heart is beating fast. It's about trying even when you're not sure.
And every time you try, every single time, you get a little better, a little stronger, a little more confident.
You are already doing something amazing by being here, by listening, by learning. Be proud of yourself.
I feel that so much. I remember how hard it was for me. And now I'm sitting here hosting an English podcast. Life is incredible.
It really is. And you, yes, you can get there too, step by step.
Now, here's what we want from you.
First, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. And it means we can keep making episodes like this one for you.
Second, please share this episode. Share Mr. English Podcast with one friend, one classmate, one family member who's learning English. One share from you could change someone's life. That is not an exaggeration. That is real.
And third, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, have you ever made one of these travel English mistakes? Which one? What happened? Tell us the story.
Or, which practice method are you going to try first? Tell us.
We read every single comment, everyone, and we love hearing your stories and your progress.
This community, all of you make this podcast worth making every single day.
So, from me, Emma, and from me, James,
keep listening, keep speaking, keep trying.
Your English journey is not a race, it's a story, and the most important chapter
is the one you are writing right now.
Take care of yourselves, travel safely, speak bravely.
And we'll see you in the next episode of Mr. English Podcast.
Bye for now.
Bye.